a writer and filmmaker from the village of Trika Lahakang in the Amdo region of Tibet, has successfully delved into the authentic and intricate facets of the Tibetan experience under the Chinese regime.
村庄其实很小，可能那时候可能有几十户人家，现在有100户人家吧。小时候觉得特别大，但是现在人多了，然后反而觉得那个地方很小。但是确实是一个很美丽的地方，就在黄河边上，然后有田地也有草原，所以我们那边是半农半牧。村里的人可以去山上放牧，同时也可以在那个村里面种田。所以在文化上可能我接触到的，比如说农耕的文化或者这种那叫什么呀？草原的文化都有一些吧。
Pema Tseden was raised by his grandfather, and his family were nomadic herders. His grandfather, a religious man, believed that Pema Tseden was the reincarnation of his own grandfather.
Jaya, Jujena Miazo no Taron Oak.
Oak.
Chuter Chisikita Chua Itinchimagana Shimushi. Chinyaga Jika Miaza Anna Manazri.
He would tell Pema Tseden that in his past life, he possessed significant religious knowledge, as the concept of reincarnation is deeply rooted in the culture. At an early age, Pema Tseden would often sit next to his grandfather, copying numerous Buddhist scriptures, while most children his age were herding animals. Occasionally, he would go into the mountains to herd sheep, goats, and yaks. He recalls his home as a beautiful and joyous place, full of dear memories when he left for Beijing.
所以你会觉得它一直会觉得它很美。然后藏族的好多言语中也有这样的比喻，比如说，再美的地方也不会美过自己的家乡。可能你出生的那个地方，可能是一个别人看了可能是一个很破烂的一个地方，可能没有任何的吸引力，但是对一个人来说，自己出生的那个地方，长大的那个地方，可能就是最美的一个地方。
Many of his childhood experiences are reflected in his books and films. One of the most memorable aspects of his childhood was movie screenings. One summer, a movie projection team came to the village and screened a romantic comedy, The Young People of Our Village, in the temple hall. Even though he didn't understand the concept of love at the time, the scenes left him with many beautiful fantasies. Soon after, Pema Tseden remained in this village near the Yellow River due to his circumstances. A construction team was sent by the higher-ups to their location, and some members of the team were intellectuals who showed novel movies in the workers' hall at night, such as Modern Times, Indian Cinema Wanderers, and The Mark of Zorro. These films opened up horizons for Pema Tseden, who sneaked into the auditorium to watch them. By the time he reached junior high, he had already watched over 200 movies, becoming a young cinephile.
손재는 총은 안도사차 초록하니 너 청노라 말한 그 파이 내가 총총소리 원래 전에 그 논이나 시가 좋아 친구 그 논인 거 정말.
Though he never considered becoming a director because that seemed impossible for a village kid at the time. After graduating from junior high, he was admitted to a state normal college. At 18, he completed his studies, returned to his hometown, and became an elementary school teacher. In 1987, Pema Tseden earned a decent living. By day, he taught classes, and by night, he immersed himself in books like the biography of Milarepa, Chinese and Russian literature, among others. Despite leading a fulfilling life, Pema's thirst for knowledge and expression persisted, leading him to begin writing during this time. After a few years, he pursued higher education and enrolled in Northwest Nationalities University for Tibetan Language and Literature in Lanzhou in 1991. There he published his first novel, Man and Dog, in the provincial literary magazine, marking the beginning of his prolific writing career. Which included over 40 short stories and translations of more than 10 Tibetan Chinese novels. Later on, his stories and novels often served as sources for his film scripts, helping to solidify his reputation as an auteur. Graduating from college marked the beginning of another cycle for him. This time, he worked as a civil servant in a governmental unit in his hometown for 5 years. Day after day, as he sat at his desk signing contracts and stamping documents, he found himself yearning to escape once more. He believed that he could achieve more, uncertain of what the future held. Yet his passion for writing never waned. He returned to Northwest Minzu University to complete an MA in Translation Studies between 2000 and 2002. While pursuing his MA in Tibetan literature at Northwest Minzu University in the early 2000s, Pema Tseden crossed paths with his friend Gang Chuk, who was studying in the same field. Upon completing his degree, Gang Chuk secured a position at the non-profit Trace Foundation's office in Xining. Pema Tseden was awarded a 2-year grant to study directing and scriptwriting at the prestigious Beijing Film Academy. This scholarship marked a pivotal moment in his career as he first ventured into the world of filmmaking. Thus began his journey as the first Tibetan director nurtured by the Academy. This accomplishment is even more noteworthy considering the challenging terrain of the highly censored Chinese film industry. Despite these obstacles, the filmmaker has not only navigated through the complexities, but has also actively embraced artistic experimentation in the process. The outcome of this creative journey is an impressive portfolio of 7 critically acclaimed films, with an additional 2 currently under post-production. His accomplishment underscores the artist's remarkable ability to encapsulate the essence of Tibetan life, offering a unique perspective that not only stands out, but also defies stereotypical portrayals found in Hollywood and Chinese cinema. The filmmaker has become a pioneering director, paving the way for the new Tibetan wave cinema.